Filming?
Yes.
Okay. All right, guys. Hey, today we're going to talk about how to pack a backpack. I know it seems pretty simple, but there's actually a fair amount of thought that you need to put into just how to pack a bag. So, I mean, obviously you want to think about what are you doing, where are you going, well, basic stuff, what the temperature, the rain forecast, how long are you going to be out, what kind of food you need to bring, if you need to have a whole lot of water, basic stuff like that. Once you figure out where you're going and all that stuff, then you can start packing for it. So in front of you, I have just some generic basic stuff that I might bring out for a standard day hike. So nothing too crazy. A lot of it's just stuff around the house that I grabbed, stuff that I've hiked with recently. And the first thing that I always think about is whatever is heaviest, you want to have it high up. So that means you want the stuff that weighs less, the stuff that takes up more space, you want it lower down. So, considering that, what are you doing?
Just continue with the video already.
All right, with that in mind, I got sunscreen in my eye. With that in mind, as Tally taught us, you always want to bring a towel. So I always take a towel and I always shove it right to the bottom of my bag. Oh, my bag, by the way, this is your standard. It's a standard day pack. It could be an overnight pack, depending on what you're doing with the overnight. But this is pretty much a standard day pack. It's the Kelty Red Wing 32. This is the new model of it. It's got some good improvements over the old model. Personally, I still kind of like the old model a little bit better, but this is still a great day pack.
This is what the whole video is about.
All right, so first thing, I always bring a towel. Towel's gonna go in the bottom, just so I have it. It's always good to have a towel, just in case. Towel is also pretty low on my priority, my accessibility list. So you always want to, you also want to consider if it's going to be raining. Do I want to have quick access to my poncho or my rain suit? Do I want to have quick access to first aid kit? So even though the first aid kit might not weigh that much, you still might want to have it like close to the top of the bag so it's easy to get. Or water, of course. Water is a huge consideration and it weighs a lot. So I always want to pack my water high. Now, start with the towel. And then here, I've got a pretty standard Camelback. It's a 3-liter bladder. This is one of the ones that if I want to, I can just pull it out of the bag and I can wear it as its own little pack. Like say if I'm taking a break or if I'm almost to the summit of a mountain that I'm climbing and I just want to have this to get to the summit with and I don't want to bring my whole pack, this will be my little summit bag. One of these bags can also suffice as a summit bag if, I want to bring maybe a warming layer or a camera, some extra food that something like this isn't going to hold. So most of the packs now, they have a pocket back here where you can insert a bladder, or in this case, an entire hydration bag. What's she doing back there? And this pack, like most others, you're going to find a little nozzle there where your hose will fit through. Okay? So, I slide my hydration pack in. Now again, this weighs a lot, so I don't want to have it down low, but it's also really tall, so I have to put it in where it's going to fit. Alright, this particular bag has a little strap with Velcro. It's not really going to do too much for me, but I might as well use it so I can Velcro the hydration pouch in there. And then one of the kind of annoying things about this pack, but I mean, hey, we deal with it. The little hole for the hydration pouch here is it's too small for the actual mouthpiece. So one of the cool things though the Camelback does, you got this quick release on the mouthpiece, pull it off, and then I can fit the mouthpiece through the hole. And now, get recording myself, this would be going just fine. But since I am recording, and my kids are trying to sabotage this video as well. There we go. So I got my straw coming through. I can reattach the quick disconnect. Bam. And now I can drink on my hike. Now, personally, that's not going to be enough water for me, at least not for a full day hike, so I also bring an extra liter. So this is going to be about a gallon of water total. All right, so again, going from lightest up to heaviest, my next thing I'm going to bring is the little cinch sack. Now, something that I don't really show a lot of people, if I do a solo hike, sometimes I get into some pretty remote areas, and I might, and there's a chance that I could fall, twist my ankle, break a leg. So, and just in case I'm out of cell phone range, I got my flare gun. Nothing crazy. It's the one that they use on boats, but pretty standard 12 gauge flare gun. Got the flare gun in there. I never worry about it. I never even look at it. I just know that it's there in case I need it. And just in case things get really bad, extra flares. Hopefully, this never sees the light of day. But it's comforting to know that I have it there. Roll that up. And it's also going to go in above my towel.
Go to the snacks.
The snacks come when they come. All right, whatever. Okay, hey, let's do snacks now. Since I have some external pockets, I like to use those for something quick that I might want to get in a hurry. Or, since I have young, annoying children, they say, "Daddy, I'm hungry." Oh, cool. Here's a snack. Hey, who wants goldfish? Hey, who wants... Oh, my God. Ah! All right. Who would like Cheez-Its? I better get those back. All right. All right, goldfish, Cheez-Its, cereal in general, it's good because it's good. It's got a lot of carbohydrates. It's got calories that they need, and it really doesn't weigh anything. I've also got citrus fruit. I like grapefruit. The only consideration with these, they're really good. They're healthy. A lot of good nutrition, but they do weigh a lot. They do weigh a lot.
What are you doing when you're taking this on film?
So I got my external pouches here. I'm gonna put my grapefruit. Just a quick note on snacks. Stop. Quick note on snacks. I have been that dummy before who brought out peaches or plums or a banana, and of course, by the time I get to my snack time, the banana is just squished all over, or the peach is just, destroyed in the bag. So don't bring peaches, plums, any sort of, fragile fruit like that you're going to get all over the place. All right, so again, moving up. Again, with priority. If it's nothing that I need to grab right away, then I'm going to put it pretty low. So, extra socks that I always want to have. Extra socks are going to go further down. This is some cordage. This can come in handy all the time. So I might not need it like right away. It might not be an emergency, but I still want to have it in a small external pocket so I can get to it pretty quickly for when I do need it. Now, considering that on the external pocket, you're going to have your standard stuff. Keys. Each one of these is going to go in its own little pocket. Keys in here. I got my wallet in here. My phone is also going to go back here, along with, I always bring with me an extra battery compartment, whatever you call this thing. So that's going to go in here. Now, again, you want to check the weather because usually this stuff, especially the keys, the phone, the wallet, I'm going to have it in a plastic bag. Just like I have plastic bags for these guys right here. So just, make sure you're considering that. All right, back to the main compartment. First aid kit. I might need it right away. I might not. Probably not. So it's going to go further lower. Looking around today, I don't think it's going to rain. I still also want to have a rain jacket or a rain suit with me. So sometimes it's going to be high up on the list or high up on the bag. Sometimes it's going to go pretty low. Today it's going to be lower. This I carry with me sometimes. It's a little sleeping bag liner. It'll make your sleeping bag warmer when it gets to like fall, winter time. Or you can use it as a standalone sleeping bag for the summer. That's again only if I get stranded, if I'm stuck, if I break a leg, something, something bad happens if I'm using this and I have to use it for overnight. So again, that's gonna go pretty low, below the first aid kit. That's gonna go below my extra socks because extra socks are super important. All right. Oh, Brian, come on, too much. That's too much. Hey, give me that. A little note on these side pockets. Little note on these side pockets. Super convenient for goldfish. Hey, give me those cheeses. Stop. That's too much. Give me the cheeses, buddy. Come on.
Okay.
Honey, come on, that's too much. Alright. Also, always want to make sure I carry pencils and pens just in case. You never know what you're going to run into. I always like to do some land navigation while I'm out if I have the chance to. That's where, this is just a generic map, but map, paper, a little clipboard, high visibility clipboard in case I need to like flag somebody down if I'm in trouble or something. Got my backpacker's field manual in here. That comes in handy all the time. That's one of the few books that I actually do like to carry out in the field with me. Versus something like, something along the lines of,
don't forget a walking stick and have your body in it.
Alright. I don't need quick access to these. Hey, this is your stick. So, put it in there. Make sure it's got plastic bag over it. Just like if you're one of those people for whom you need to have a tablet with you, if you got maps or something on your tablet, I would recommend a OtterBox or something, some sort of tough case for this, but you at least want to have it inside a bag. Now a book like this is a wilderness navigation guide. Nothing that I really necessarily need to have with me. I might keep it in the car or truck that I go out to the field with, but this doesn't necessarily have to go out on the trail with me. It's good stuff to know, good stuff to memorize, but it's not anything that's going to save my life, in the moment. So that'll stay in the truck. All right, something that I personally like to do, if I got water, then I'll bring some protein out with me. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with the blender bottles. You can get the bottles that stack together. And each one of these little containers comes apart, and you can put protein, amino acids, multivitamin powder, green superfood powders. You can put all kinds of stuff, caffeine, cacao, whatever you want to have with you out in the field. You can mix it up, blend it up with your water bottle. Again, my water bottle is the last thing I pack because it's the first thing I want to have access to. Oh, wait. Hold on. I forgot. something recently that I decided to do. Oh my God. My flashlight's on. Little emergency flashlight just came on in the bag. I think it's good. Cool thing about this survival bag, this is something that you're going to find more in the canoeing, kayaking section of your sports department, sporting goods store. But it's good to have. All right, water bottle goes in last. The thing I was going to say, I've recently decided to make this a dedicated pouch for my rain gear. So my rain gear has its own dedicated pouch for no matter what. That's always where my poncho or rain suit is going to be. Now, last little thing I like to have with me, some trail food. This is just a Metrics bar that I got at a gas station. It's nothing too crazy. It's actually pretty gross, but it's got a lot of good nutrition, and it's only like 2 grams of sugar. So I go for that. Now, a little note on these. This bag, just like a lot of other bags, has these cinch tie downs on the side. So, of course, obviously, oh, I forgot sunscreen. I like to have quick access to my sunscreen, but it doesn't really weigh anything. It doesn't take up much space. It just goes right there on top. Now, when you got your cinchy tie down things, you want to leave them loose up until it's time to actually put the bag on. Which reminds me of something else I forgot. Claire, can you please get off? These external stash pouches, I forgot what you call them. I can't think of what you call these guys. Something on a bag like this. Something on a bag like that. You know, say I've been hiking all day, I'm sweaty, or the temperature's rising, so I'm gonna downgrade one of my layers that I'm wearing, and you know, I'm a good Eagle Scout, so I always dress in layers. Let's say I gotta take my sweater off, because I've been moving a lot. So these little external bungee cord pockets, or pockets like this, perfect for stashing my sweater. Also, a reflective belt from when I was in the service. Just in case, you know, you never know. I might end up walking by a road or something, or there might be, you know, some sort of survival situation that I find myself in. This, again, can be used to signal people. You can use it with the cords, get it up in a tree, just, you know, bring attention to yourself. I typically stash that in the bottom here, and I try to forget about it. And then so that's there. I always forget about it. And then say, man, I've been hiking for a few hours. The sun's up, it's starting to get hot, it's starting to get sweaty. Take my sweater off, roll it up, and I can stash it in there as well. And now it's got its own little dedicated pocket. So, put these up. And I start from bottom to top. A lot of little tugs, little fast pulls. Cinch, 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 cinch. Pull, pull, pull. Same thing up here. Pull, 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 pull. And now, oops, that was open. Now, I'm ready to get back on the trail. Okay, we're almost done. We're almost done. Can I have my neck back, please? So I can show these nice people how I put my bag on.
Okay.
When I put my bag on,
we weren't trying to be bad. We were trying to be funny. Hey!
when I put my bag on, I grab the sides, hold it up over my head, and let it fall on me. All right, the reason I do it like that, I always want to put it on over the top like that because sometimes a lot of people have the tendency, you know, you get into a habit from school, you just sling the bag on like that, and sometimes the jostling, the moving around, that can throw something off center. You want to have everything as balanced, as um, as even as possible on both sides. So if you notice, I put one grapefruit here, one bag of Cheez-Its here, bag of goldfish here. All the heavy stuff that doesn't have a mate went right in the middle. So my weight distribution is fairly even. Right over my head. I let it fall naturally on my shoulders. Make sure my shoulder straps are evenly tightened. I got my upper straps here. Yeah. Ow, ow, clear. That's my calf. All right, tighten these up. Got my water. Got my easy access to my snacks. And I'm good to go. Let's go! We did it! We made a video!
Now let's watch